Okay, hi again, it's Gary DM at 1066. We're going to look now a little bit more detail at boots and gloves. Now look, gloves are really important when you're riding a motorcycle. I'm a little bit horrified as an instructor when I see people riding down Bexhill Seafront in the summer without gloves. Because the first thing that you do if you fall off a motorcycle is you instinctively put your hands down to protect your head. So gloves are super important. I just want to give you a little selection here. We've got summer gloves, we've got winter gloves. It goes without saying, they're obviously fairly different. Summer gloves are shorter, they're vented, that's why motorcyclists like the summer. They've got a little bit of protection on the knuckle. In terms of price, we sell these at around £35, but they could go up to a considerable amount more. They've got a little Velcro strap. They're going to sit underneath your jacket, particularly if it's raining, or even with summer gloves on, so the water flows off, okay? And they're nice and light, and you'll probably find you will need a different pair of gloves for different days. We get riders who come for their CBT on their first ride, it's a cold winter's day, they've got a pair of summer gloves, they get freezing. They're going to need winter gloves, okay? So you need different pairs of gloves. You'll notice these are much bigger, more like a gauntlet, almost like a ski glove. They're waterproof. They've got a thinsulate lining to keep you nice and warm and insulated, and a little bit of knuckle protection. Depending on your budget, in this day and age, we've got heated gloves where you can wire them to the battery of the bike. So for those of you who really feel the cold, you might want to go the whole hog and look at a heated option. But at 1066, keep it nice and simple. Winter gloves and summer gloves. And again, we provide these for you on your CBT if you need them. But in current times, we recommend you purchase a pair. Okay, good. That's gloves. Keep it short and sweet. Let's take a little bit of a look at boots as well. I think a lot of people ride motorcycles and they kind of forget the boot bit. They ride around in maybe trainers, or they ride around in steel toe cap boots. We don't recommend either of those. Trainers will just fly off in an accident and offer you very little protection, particularly around the vulnerable ankle area and the shin. Okay, if you look at this bike boot here. Steel toe caps, why aren't they good? Because if you have an accident and your foot crushes like that, you could actually sever the foot, and that would be very unpleasant. So motorcycle boots are designed for motorcycling. Good protection in the vulnerable areas, a grippy sole for when you stop and put your feet down, at junctions and lights. And we've got a little selection here. A touring boot, we've got more of a paddock style boot. This is a Tuzo boot that we sell. Great for scooter riders, great for 125 riders, and nice for summer days. But again, nice protection and a good solid boot, showerproof as well. This is what we call the retro or rider boot. That's called the Poco, by the way. And again, nice little strap to conceal the laces so they don't catch on a footrest, which again is important. And a good summer, 6 months of the year boot. For those of you that maybe are back to biking or want to get into more performance stuff, we've got race boots as well, and we will sell those in the future. They can be more expensive and they have a lot more protection, but for CBT, one of these type of boot options would suit you perfectly well. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a flavour about motorcycle boots. How much to spend, where to get them from, make sure they fit comfortably, they're not too loose on your foot. Okay, great.